Senator, good to see you.
Absolutely.
I mean, how important is this bill?
It's long overdue. We in the state of Ohio have unfortunately been in the limelight in a very negative way nationally over the last year or more with the women who've been held captive in Cleveland, the Steubenville rape case, and in my community in the city of Warren in Trumbull County. One of the reasons that I signed on as a dual sponsor to Senate Bill 83 was because we just at the beginning of this year, there were a handful of men who were once boys who came forward about being sexually assaulted and abused by their baseball coach at their high school. And this happened in the late 80s and early 90s. And so they are well outside of, not well outside of, but just outside of the 20-year statute of limitations. And I certainly believe that justice should not have an arbitrary time limit. These individuals have already been victimized once. They've developed the courage to come forward, and I'm sure there's many like them that have been violated in some way, and it takes time to build up that courage, and they should not be violated twice when they come forward and learn that just because they showed up 21 years later, that all of a sudden justice walks away from them.
Do you think this is just an old law where a bunch of guys back, 100 years ago said, all right, on this one there's a 20, you know what I mean? It's just a little bit shocking.
It does seem arbitrary. I can't speak to the original intent behind the 20-year statute in the state of Ohio, but it does seem arbitrary, and I believe with advances in technology, with forensic evidence, I think over time we're going to have a better opportunity to be able to put the pieces together. But regardless, Ohio needs to stand on the side of victims, and eliminating the statute of limitations, I think, is going to do just that.
Do you know when Senator Turner is going to announce for Secretary?
I don't.
Does this give retroactive, or just
that I don't believe is currently in the bill. I mean, as we go through the process of deliberations, we had spoken again with Attorney General DeWine, who is supportive of the bill as it currently stands, and I'm sure we'll be speaking to other stakeholders, whether it's the Prosecutors Association, service providers, advocacy groups, and I think we'll make that determination in the process. But I don't believe right now it's going to be retroactive. But I will say this: you think about the women that were captive for 10 years in that house. What if they were captive for 21? Would justice, be absent for them? I mean, even though it's very obvious that a crime occurred, and I think that just highlights the necessity for this to happen now.